Hello and welcome to this exciting video, how to sound smart even when you feel nervous. A lot of times nervousness have actually stopped us from expressing ourselves, from becoming that personality that we have chosen to be, from expressing ourselves to delivering speeches that will actually give us the standing ovation that we deserve. Because of nervousness, a lot of people have not been able to actually express themselves the way they ordinarily will and should. And so today I want to share with you how you can be smart or still sound smart even when you are nervous. Now, nervousness is not bad at all. It's something that happens to pretty much everybody at different points in time. And so, for some people, it is very prevalent when they want to speak. And what matters is that when you are called up to speak, you don't have the opportunity at that point in time to turn the hands of the clock. You've been called up. What do you do if you get nervous? What do you do if you feel insecure at that point in time? You need to get out there, still sound smart, and deliver your presentation or your speech despite the fact that you feel nervous. And so there are certain hacks that I will share today. I'm going to just give you two that are very powerful and that work very effectively. I use them. I teach my clients to use them often, and everyone that I've shared this with and have utilized it, they have come back to say to me, thank you, it worked, it delivered for me the value that I looked forward to getting. And that is what matters the most. The fact that you use something you were taught and it provided the value you desired out of it, and you get the responses from people, that's what matters. So let's get down to the business of the day. Now, when you are nervous, certain things actually happen. Your mind goes blank, your voice gets shaky, and sometimes everyone starts judging you. But the truth of the matter is, what happens really is the fact that you didn't know what best to do at that point in time. And that's why you experienced some of those challenging situations that you do experience when you are nervous. So, what is the problem? Basically, when we are nervous, the issue is that nervousness makes you sound unsure. That is the major problem. When people get nervous, what you begin to experience is you would notice that they begin to sound unsure. Sometimes some of them actually start stuttering because nervousness creates a situation where out of uncertainty you start doubting yourself, you start feeling inadequate, you start feeling, am I saying the right thing? Is this the order that I should actually be presenting this? Is this the sequence that I've put in place to follow? Sometimes even the things you have crafted and put in order, you begin to doubt it. You begin to doubt yourself. You begin to say, oh, maybe they are not responding because I'm not saying it right. All of that you're facing is because you are nervous. The nervousness is making you sound unsure, it's making you doubt yourself. So today in this video, I want to show you exactly what you need to do to overcome this nervousness. Still look smart, still sound smart, even though the nervousness might still be there. That's what matters. How do we solve this problem? There are two ways that you would solve it. The first one to fixing this problem is what I call the power pause. Now, the power pause is your ability to stop mid sentence and take in breath. That's what it is, basically. The power pause is your ability to stop mid sentence and take in breath. Let me explain how that works. I'd like you to listen to my presentation going forward. I want to share with you some things that I have learned over the years. In the course of my journey as a public speaking coach, I have discovered that people actually face nervousness when called upon to speak. This is normal. It is natural. It is not strange. It is something that is usual. So, what do you do when you are faced with nervousness? Did you notice that in the course of my presentation, I took breaths in between the sentences? As I made the sentence, in the middle of the sentence, somewhere along the line, I paused and I took breath and I continued. Now, to you, because you see me as a professional, you would assume that I am only emphasizing my words. But the truth is, I am taking the power pauses so that I can take in breath to suppress the nervousness and allow me flow. Because what nervousness really does to you, it makes you breathe faster, it makes you speak faster, and in the course of trying to do that, you stutter and it becomes obvious that you're nervous. But when I take in breath in the mid of the sentence, I am able to control my speed. I'm able to control the tempo of my speaking, and I sound more confident and more authoritative. The truth is, I am only using that hack to suppress the nervousness and look smart, sound smart, even though the nervousness is still within me. You do not notice it anymore because you feel that that expression you're getting is a show of skill, a show of poise, a show of intelligence. Truth is, it's actually wisdom at work, me avoiding to be noticed and me avoiding you observing that I am nervous. So this power pause has been very utilized for a long time, and I've taught a lot of people, I've explained it to my clients, and hey, they utilize it successfully every step of the way. This is interesting, and you can use the power pause because it makes you sound smart, it makes you sound intelligent in speaking. Now, the second thing I want to share with you is the bridge phrase. I love the bridge phrase because what the bridge phrase actually does is that it enables you to buy time when you're speaking. The bridge phrase is a phrase that you use at the beginning of a sentence or at the beginning of a thought that enables you by time before you begin to reel out the other things that you want to say. For example, an example of a bridge phrase is here's what matters. So you're speaking, you get to a point, you see the surge of nervousness come up again. You say, here's what matters. And you take a break and begin to reel out the points that you have outlined that matters. So the bridge phrase could be something you have chosen in the midst of your presentation that may not even be in your script necessarily, but you introduce it to buy time. It's a kind of emphatic phrase that you use to enable you get some moment for yourself before you continue with your next line of thought. So the bridge phrase is something I use often, not necessarily because I'm nervous, because I've trained myself to overcome nervousness to a very high level, but I still love the bridge phrase because it gives me the opportunity to still buy time. Yeah. So when I speak, I use the bridge phrase, but you might be nervous, and that's the essence of the bridge phrase actually. Use it because it helps you to buy time. And when you successfully buy time using the bridge phrase, you would observe that your speaking will become smoother, will become more emphatic. And by the way, when you buy time, you pause for effect. So pausing for effect is a great thing that a bridge phrase enables you achieve. So you taking out that break to buy time is also known as pausing for effect. And that pause for effect, which is coming through the bridge phrase, enables you to look smart and sound smart even though you're nervous. These are very powerful tools that I share with my clients, and I teach you today that you should endeavor to use it, because if you do, you will be better in speaking and in effectively communicating your thoughts and your points to people who are listening to you. Now, if you have learned a thing or two from this video, I'd like you to do something for me. I'd like you to get your camera, all right, your phone, and record yourself trying out these two very interesting hacks that I've just shared with you, the power pause and the bridge phrase. Now, when you do that, I'd like you to tag me, Dr. Emmanuel Dogba. Tag me, and I'd like to share thoughts with you after watching your video. I will share my thoughts with you and help you to become better as an effective speaker. This is a promise I make. But just before we go, I'd like you to look below this video. You will see the subscribe button. please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that when next I upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified and you will join in to watch and learn from the things that I teach. This is a channel that is meant to help you to build capacity as an effective speaker and as someone who wants to stand out and be in the spotlight. So if this video, which I know has added great value to you, you can also share. Share with your friends, share with colleagues, recommend them to come to my channel and just subscribe so we can get better videos come your way each time we upload a new video. So this is what I have for you on this video. Enjoy every bit of it. Go over it again, watch it a second time, try the hacks and utilize it to better your speaking game. This is from me to you. It is Dr. Emmanuel Dogba, the public speaking doctor. Enjoy and watch out for the next video.